Welcome to HR Tech Orbit, and I'm Mohnish. So, in the last video, we talked about 7 different stages of hire to retire journey of an employee in an organization. And today, in this video, I'll be talking about the technology that power each of those stages. And this is the point where HR meets HR technology. So, let's map it out. So, in our previous episode, we discussed 7 different stages of an employee journey in an organization. So, before we dive in, let's have a quick reminder where we left off. The 7 stages were hiring, onboarding, development, performance, compensation, retention, and exit. If you haven't watched that episode yet, I would recommend starting there because everything today builds directly on top of it. Now that we know the stages, let's attach the actual technology companies use to power each one. Let's start with hiring. For this stage, companies rely on something called Application Tracking System or ATS. Platforms like Workday's recruiting or SuccessFactors recruiting handle the entire process, like posting jobs to multiple sites at once, screening incoming resume against the roles and requirements, and even scheduling interviews automatically. Without a system like this, recruiters would be manually sorting through hundreds of resumes in inboxes and in their spreadsheets, which simply doesn't scale once a company is hiring at volume. Now, once someone's hired, we move into onboarding technology. This usually means dedicated onboarding software that handles digital paperwork and e signatures. And the advantage here is huge. New employees can complete their forms, submit documents, and even watch induction videos before their first day even starts. That means no more stacks of paper waiting on someone's text on day one. Everything is already done digitally before they walk in. Moving on to development, and this is powered by what's called an LMS or learning management system. Think of platforms like Cornerstone, SAP SuccessFactors Learning, or even something like LinkedIn Learning. These systems host entire libraries of courses that employees can work through at their own pace, earning certificates as they complete them. But here's what makes an LMS genuinely useful for company, not just for employee, managers, HR teams get visibility too. They can see exactly who's completed which training, who's falling behind, and where skill gaps exist across an entire team or department. That turns learning from a scattered individual activity into something the organization can actually track and plan around. So that's the technology that is behind getting employees in the door and helping them grow once they are there. But now let's look at those systems that actually manage performance, pay, and eventually the exit process. Now let's talk about performance management. For performance management, companies use dedicated performance software. Tools like SAP SuccessFactors Performance, Lattice, or 15.5 are some common examples. These systems let managers and employees set goals digitally, track process throughout the year, and run structured review cycles. The old way, paper appraisals forms that HR had to chase people down to fill out, is basically gone in organizations that have adopted these tools properly. Now let's talk about compensation and benefits, which relies on payroll and comp management systems. Think SAP Payroll, ADP, or Darwinbox. These platforms calculate salaries, taxes, and benefits automatically, factoring in everything from location specific tax rule to individual benefits election. And the real value here is accuracy. When you are processing payroll for thousands of employees every single month, even a small manual error can turn into a very big, very expensive problem. Now, retention. For retention, companies typically use engagement platforms. Culture AMP and Glint are two well known ones. These tools send out regular pulse surveys and measure employee sentiment over time, which helps HR spot warning signs, like a team's engagement scores quietly dropping before people actually start resigning. And finally, for exit, there's offboarding software. For example, SAP SuccessFactors offboarding that automates exit interviews, tracks the return of company assets like laptops and ID badges, and even manages final settlement processing. The goal of this technology is same as the goal of the stage itself, which is keeping the exit process clean, respectful, and fully compliant with company's policy. Now here's the part that really matters. And it's easy to miss if you look at each of these tools in isolation. In most well run organizations, these systems don't operate as separate islands. They all are connected through one core HR platforms, something like SAP SuccessFactors or Workday, acting as the central hub. That means data flows automatically from the moment someone's hired all the way through onboarding, development, performance, pay, and eventually exit without anyone needing to manually re enter the same information over and over again. And that seamless flow of information from one end of the employee's journey to other is really what people means when they talk about integrated HR tech. So now you have seen both the sides, HR processes and the technology powering it. But that raises another big question in the mind. Should I build my career in HR or in HR tech? And that's exactly what I'll be covering in my next episode. And if you found this video helpful, then do like, share, and subscribe to HR Tech Orbit. And I'll see you in the next one.